Like, music can move you. I wasn't expecting it to be from an arrangement of Oh Holy Night, I gotta tell ya. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I am checking out a new arrangement from the Pentatonix. This is for Oh Holy Night. It came out almost a week ago, and I'm super keen to dive into it because, I mean, is it even Christmas without the Pentatonix? Is it? Is it? Anyway, we're gonna get into it.
Oh, holy night, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. Oh, a thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
He taught us to love one another.
This arrangement is beyond stunning. What I'm loving about it is that we have certain expectations, I think, when it comes to really well-known Christmas carols of what is going to happen melodically and what is going to happen, for some people, harmonically. And there are little moments within this arrangement so far where they are subverting some of those expectations. So, for example, in the beginning, we are getting extended chords. So you have your stereotypical triads, for example, like this. They are giving us different variations of where you think it might be going harmonically, and then they're changing it. So it could be suspended, or it could be extended up to the seventh. Maybe we've got some ninth work in there. Maybe we're going for like a sixth. Maybe it's the main chord, and then they're adding other parts of what would be that extension on the lower end. So little things like that, where they're leading you through a harmonic progression that feels new within a song that you know very well, that can be quite exciting. I'll try and find an example of that. It happened right in the beginning.
Oh, holy night, holy night.
Right there. This lifting feeling, that is not necessarily where we expect Oh Holy Night to go, because Oh Holy Night, the stars are brightly shining. Like, that's where we are expecting it to lead. So harmonically, they're giving us this little intro with some beautiful extended chords and some variation of what we might be expecting. Also built into the arrangement itself, they're utilizing different types and styles of vocal arranging to fill out the song so it still feels like a full song, because as we know, there's no musical accompaniment with any of the pentatonic stuff. So a cappella wise, the arrangement becomes very important so we still feel like the song is complete. And so there's a couple of different ways that they're doing that. An example of that is when Mitch and Scott are singing together. So
it is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
So it feels like he's moving around a lot more, and therefore it fills out the arranging space a little bit more. So let's keep going, and I'll point out those other arranging things, but my goodness, Matt. Matt's solo. I haven't had as much of an opportunity to listen to Matt sing a heap of solo stuff because it has been a little while since I've looked into the Pentatonix performances, so I'm probably more familiar with Avi actually, which is a little bit silly because he hasn't been in the group for ages. But this solo from Matt, we just have all of the agility.
The angels' voices, oh night, divine, oh night, when Christ was born.
The sensitivity in that space that they left there, the way he approached the accent for some of the slower words that he was singing really made this super expressive just then. I feel like I'm talking a lot about musicianship and arranging. Vocally, he's in a first register and he's demonstrating sustains, he's demonstrating agility, and all of that tends to indicate higher levels of stamina because it's harder to sustain things for prolonged periods of time, let alone use them with high levels of musicianship if you don't have that stamina supporting the sound. But yeah, beautiful solo. Let's just keep going.
When Christ was born.
When Christ was born.
Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Ooh. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we head on with.
Girl, every time I hear Kirsty sing, it's just, she's so powerful. And here I think I actually heard a little bit more warmth and distortion than what I think I've listened to previously, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's also nice to hear her not having to belt like at the absolute top of her range yet, just to be able to sit within the key that they've decided to arrange the song in. So that's really nice. It means she has a little bit more options to be able to use her instrument more flexibly when it comes to color and tone, because when you're at the more extreme ends or you're having to like belt, you kind of need to be using an arrangement that's going to give you the tones to carry that technique, and sometimes that can be a little restrictive as far as other means of vocal expression like color and tone. Listening to this arrangement though, holy moly, like if you don't have agility, if you don't have stamina, these arrangements would absolutely kick your butt. There's no way you could not have agility and sing these songs. They are moving their voices fast and they move them fast together, and then when they're solo they just pop off. So it's really, I adore this group and I have for years. Let's keep going.
Praise we head on with us. Praise his holy name.
On your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night. divine. Oh,
Oh my goodness, I have. Do you see my eyes watering? I'm having an emotional reaction right now. That is wild. Like, music can move you. I wasn't expecting it to be from an arrangement of Oh Holy Night, I gotta tell you. Holy bajoli, this arrangement is incredible. I've said arrangements so many times, I am just turned it into a little Christmas drinking game. I'm so sorry. The use of space, the way in which they have changed their entries so that it constantly feels like you're building up in anticipation to what's gonna happen. The textures that they are choosing to use with their voices. Scott's distortion, excuse me, sir. A little bit of grit to Oh Holy Night. It just sounds so passionate. And Kirsty, with that belt, are you serious? Now, I was talking before about how it's nice to be able to hear her where she hasn't like got to go all the way up. This is why, because it means you can listen to her being expressive a little lower in her range, and then she can take it up. We know. Kirsty can belt. She's insane with the stamina for the belting. I'm hearing so much more distortion in that sound. So, we're getting a little bit of texture in that. If you're not sure how distortion works, it occurs above the vocal folds. So we have a bunch of different mucosa which can interrupt the airflow and cause noise within the quality of the tone that's being produced. So the vocal folds are producing a pitch. That noise is introduced by things impeding that airflow as it comes out of the vocal tract. So that's where we're getting that distortion from Scott and Kirsty. But yeah, textures of their voices, the arranging itself, building anticipation and building momentum through dynamics and accessing different parts of their range, allowing them to go through solos as individuals, but then immediately feeding them back within the arrangement so you're still with them and then you're going into the next person. I find their performance of this to be absolutely exceptional. There was one little moment where it looked like Scott was looking into the camera and it was like, yeah, I'm a badass. And I'm like, yeah, you are. That's accurate. But all of them. I really like that I got to hear Matt as a primary soloist. I'm really glad that I got to hear Kirsty just like pop off. It was just beautiful. And of course, Mitch contributing his beautiful balanced tone and agility in all of their arrangements. Just stunning vocalist. Yeah, I feel like I have to go get a little brain reboot. So Captain Julia, I hope you're okay with carrying a lot of the technical analysis stuff, because that was just chef's kiss. It feels peak. It feels like peak vocals, peak arranging. When this goes live, I imagine it'll be peak performance as well. I mean, the recording performance too for the video is always feeling like more on the dramatic side, but I love that. Anyways, I think I might actually leave that one there today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like, click the subscribe button and the bell notification beside it from it, just like this one. But other than that, I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays. Bye. The spacebar not working is driving me insane. Let me... Oh, okay, so there was sound. I just had a little trippy moment where I thought the audio wasn't working. It was just silence.